Ontario's political leaders hit the campaign trail today on the first official full day of campaigning. This election is unusual because they aren't usually called during the winter, and it's more than a year before Ontario was supposed to go to the polls. But Premier Doug Ford says Donald Trump has changed everything. Al Sweeney is covering the story for us and joins us live with the latest. Al.
Matt, Ford kicked off his campaign today looking ahead to this Saturday, February 1st, when President Trump is threatening 25% tariffs on Canada. Ford says this is unprecedented and could devastate the economy of Canada and Ontario, and he needs an election mandate to deal with it for another 4 years. With Lieutenant Governor Edith Dumont signing a stack of election writs along with the Chief Elections Officer, the vote is set for February 27th. And on day one, Premier Doug Ford was hitting the road.
On these uncertain times, I'm asking the people of Ontario for their trust.
Standing under the Ambassador Bridge in Windsor with Detroit and the U.S. in the background, Ford said he needs this election to fight Donald Trump's threat of tariffs, saying he's ready to stand up to anyone.
And the bigger the mandate I receive from you, the better we'll be able to protect our province.
Today, Doug Ford, he quit his job as Premier. So I'm here to apply for that job.
NDP and official opposition leader Marit Stiles promised that if she's elected, she'll take care of people hit by tariffs, and says Ford has let life become unaffordable in a province with a health care crisis.
How do we expect Doug Ford to take on tariffs and fight Donald Trump when he can't even get you a family doctor?
The next Premier of Ontario, Bonnie Crombie.
Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie said Ford hasn't kept any of his promises like better health care and tax cuts.
We are here today because Doug Ford doesn't care about you, because he's decided to spend $175 million on an early election that we don't need, rather than spending that money on getting you a family doctor.
While Green Party leader Mike Schreiner says his party will run candidates in all of the ridings, with Ford's record the main issue.
Doug Ford's record of failure, his failure to fix the housing crisis, his failure to fix health care.
The parties are running for 124 seats in the Ontario legislature. 63 are needed for a majority. The standings going into the election at dissolution had the Progressive Conservatives with 79 seats, the NDP 28, the Liberals 9, the Greens 2, and Independents 6. According to the latest poll projections by 338 Canada, in a vote today, the Progressive Conservatives could expect 91 seats, the NDP 18 seats, the Liberals 12, the Greens 2, and Independent 1. A couple more poll projections at the start of the election. They indicate Doug Ford's Conservatives have a 99% chance of winning a majority. That leaves the NDP and the Liberals each with about a 1% chance of a majority. But this is just the start of the campaign, and as we've seen in the past few weeks, things can change.